Have you ever noticed that nobody complains when life show them the good side? Nobody wakes up and say, why am I so happy today? Why is everything working? Why do people actually like me? No, the question only begins when life changes, when the relationship they have ends, when the business they have fails, when the opportunity disappears, when people you trusted disappoint you. That is exactly when we start asking, what did I do wrong? Why is this happening to me? But what if nothing has actually gone wrong? What if life is simply showing you the other side? Because here's something I don't think we're ever taught. Life was never designed to have just one side. Everything meaningful exists because something opposite exists. You see, without darkness, light has no meaning. Without failure, success becomes ordinary. Without silence, music loses its beauty. Without sadness, you wouldn't even recognize joy. We spend so much of our life trying to remove one side without realizing we had also removed the other side. Let me tell you a story. I think this is going to make it more clear. There was a young boy who loved collecting old coins. Every Saturday, he had visited a tiny antiques shop owned by an old man. The shop wasn't anything impressive, just covered the shelves because everything was old, old clocked, barely worked. Books leaned against one another like they were too tired to even stand up. But there was one glass case the boy always stopped at. It was filled with old coins from different parts of the world. One afternoon, the old man smiled and handed him a beautiful silver coin. With excitement, the boy's eye lit up. He admired the front. It was polished, beautiful, almost perfect. Then he turned it over. Then his smile disappeared. He said instantly, I don't like this side. The old man laughed. Why not? He replied, it's ugly. You can see it's ugly. I wish both sides looked like the front that I just saw. That impressed me. The old man looked at him for a moment. Then he asked him one question. So, should I file this side away? But the boy frowned because he realized that if it was filed away, then it wouldn't be a coin anymore. So the old man smiled and told him exactly, if you remove one side, you don't improve the coin, you destroy it. Then he leaned a little closer and said something along the line to the boy that he probably will never forget, which says one side gives its beauty, the other side gives it value. So without both, it is just a piece of metal. The boy didn't fully understand what it meant. Not that the years passed. Life happened to him. He experienced rejection. He failed. He lost people. He questioned himself. He had days where nothing makes sense. And one afternoon, that conversation came back to him while he was sitting down in his room. You remember the old man. And then it came to him that the old man was never talking about coins. He was talking about life. And I think that is where most of us struggle here. We expect confidence without ever feeling self-doubt. We expect success without failure. We expect love without heartbreak. We expect peace without chaos. We expect certainty without ever facing confusion. But that is not how life works. Every coin has two sides. Every season has sunshine and storm. Every person has strength and weakness. Every story has conflict, because without conflict, there's nothing that will make a resolution. The problem isn't that difficult moment exists. The problem is that the mental health we have built somewhere along the way of our life, we were taught that if life becomes difficult, something must be wrong with us. So The moment things don't go according to our plan, brain stress takes over us. We start questioning everything. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I choose the wrong path. Maybe I choose the wrong career. Maybe I'm failing. I'm falling behind. Maybe everyone else has figured life out except for me. But, but what if life has simply turned the coin over for you? Not because it is punishing you, not because you're failed, but because this side has something to teach you that the other side that you have been facing for a very long time could never do. Think about the strongest person you know. Their strength didn't come from comfort. If you think about the wisest person you know, their wisdom probably came from mistakes they wish they never have to make. Think about the most grateful person you've met. Most of them become grateful after losing something valuable to themselves. The side you're trying so hard to acquire might be the very thing that is building the version of you you will one day be proud of. And if you have made it this far into the video, it probably means these conversations are for you. So do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, because every week we step into the mirror room together and question the beliefs we have been carrying without realizing it. So let's go back to the story a little bit. The next time life turns the coin over, don't immediately assume your life is falling apart. I want you to what to do? Pause. Look carefully around you. Ask yourself, what is this side trying to teach me that the other side never could? Because one day you will look back and realize that the chapter you wanted to skip were the chapters that gave the rest of your story its depth, its meaning. Maybe that is what maturity really is. Not expecting life to stay on one side forever, but learning how to grow from both sides. Because life was never meant to be all light. It was never meant to be all darkness. It was always meant to be both. And once you stop fighting that reality, you stop seeing every difficult season of your life as evidence that you are losing, you're failing. You begin to see it for what it really is. Maybe life simply is turning the coin over for you at that point. And the moment you realize this, the moment you understand this, your life will be as easy as possible while it is being great and growth all over. I think I'm going to end there. And if you think this resonates with you so much and you think somebody else needs this thing, make sure to share it with the person and make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next reflection.